talk to you about something really serious. I'm here to talk to you about your dream and how to manifest your dream by co-creating with God. How many of y'all realize that God wants us to co-create with him every single day? How many of y'all realize that principle number 3 and principle number 5 of the 5 pillar principles of us participating with God in the breakthrough process? How many of you know that God wants to put his super on top of your natural? Come on, right? How many of you know that God wants to put his super on top of your natural? Say, oh yeah. Right. If you know that and if you embrace that, then that means it's time for us to go to the next level. For the last 20 years, I have been intentional about co-creating with God. And as a result of that, I've literally given over 4,000 paid presentations all over the globe. I've written 7 books with God. Come on, somebody. Are y'all with me up in here? Worldwide television networks. I've got the world's only inspirational business reality television show based on public speaking. It's called The Keynote. It's on Roku, Apple TV. We're talking to Netflix right now. All of this happened as a direct result of co-creating with God. Who's ready to live your dreams, come on somebody, through the power of co-creating with God? Are y'all feeling me? Say, oh yeah. Now I have a couple of rules for this presentation, because this is the part where the roller coaster is going up and just before we kind of do the whole, yeah, it's about to get crazy. I got a couple of rules. Rule number 1, we got to have an incredible amount of fun. Is that okay? Say yes. Rule number 2, I need you to participate with me this entire presentation, and I want you to go full out, because there's passive learning and then there's Delatorro learning, which is like ninja gangster learning. Are you feeling me? Say, oh yeah. Can we get gangster a little bit? Very good. Okay, cool. See, every one of y'all got a postcard on the way in for the full throttle experience. That's exactly what I do. In July, in Tampa, I do a 4-day experiential leadership conference for high achievers. And it's gangster. It's like 4 days of what you're about to get in 25 minutes. Are you feeling me? Say, oh yeah. So if you like what you get in 25 minutes, I need you to come and hang out in July. It's going to be incredible. But my third rule is this. If you enjoy what you experience, come hang out with me at 2 o'clock. I'm doing a special session because Temple said, she said, Delatorro, my congregation needs what you have. The practical business teaching for how to take our dreams and manifest them in business. A workshop at 2 o'clock called Accelerate Live, and if you can come back, it's going to change your income, your bank account, your business, your family, your finances, your future. That's a promise. That's a guarantee. Are you with me? Say, oh yeah. It's going to be 2 o'clock right here, so I want you to make sure you get that information. And the last thing I want to say is this. If what I say resonates with you, I want you to continue the learning. I want you to meet me in the lobby, hug my neck, high-five me. We take a selfie together. Come on, somebody. Are you with me? And I want you to pick up a book or a tape or a CD so you can continue the learning, because I've been doing this 20 years. There's no way I can deposit 20 years in 25 minutes, but I'm going to do my best. Are you feeling me? Say, oh, yeah. Is that a deal? Does that sound good? Say, let's go. Now, can I start by giving some stuff away? Who in this room is still trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, your life's purpose, your life's calling? I wrote a best-selling book called Caught Between a Dream and a Job, How to Leave the 9-to-5 Behind and Step into the Life You've Always Wanted. If you feel caught between your 9-to-5 and what you want to do in life, come take this book out of my freaking hand right now. Come on. Are you with me? Snatch it. All right, put your hands together for her. Come on. You can get that book back in the lobby. How many of you in this room have a young person? I was labeled an at-risk youth in the 5th and 6th grade. Watch this. Told academically I wasn't going to amount to much of anything. I was written off in the 5th grade. I went to Florida State University. Real quick, hold on. Don't freeze. I got it. Wait a minute. All right, watch this. Hold on. I was labeled an at-risk youth in the 5th grade. Told academically I wasn't going to amount to much of anything. I was able to go to Florida State University. I'm going to tell you the story later. And get 2 degrees in 5 years with a 4.0 and no debt. And I teach every principle for how I mastered college in this book and in this audio program. So if you're a young person, my man, I see you the first one up here. Come on up here, man. Put your hands together for him. Can I get a hug? Come on, somebody. Co-create with God. Come on, somebody. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to make some dreams happen this morning. Who in this room knows that you know that a part of your dream requires you to speak in public and give presentations? Okay, hold on, okay. So watch this. Warren Buffett went on record last year as saying that his public speaking course was the #1 skill he developed to take his presentations to the next level. So I created a program called Platinum Presentations. 52 tips to speak with confidence, win your audience, grow your bank account. Whoever wants to get it. All right, very good. Let's go. Who's ready to be an entrepreneur? If you're ready to be an entrepreneur, this is an incredible audio program called Entrepreneurial Thinking. 8 keys to think differently. Like, first rule of success. Listen, first rule of co-creating with God. Are you ready to say, let's go? You can't sit back and wait for God to bring it to you. You got to go after what you want. Are y'all with me? Somebody say, oh yeah. I know so many people all over the globe. I ask this question all over the planet. I say, listen, how many of y'all want to be successful? Every hand goes up. Success is not about what we want. Success is about what we pursue. We got to be willing to go after it. Are you with me? Somebody say, oh yeah. I'm warning you, about 10 minutes into this presentation, you're going to lean over to your neighbor. You'll say, how much coffee does he drink? I don't drink no coffee because I spell energy differently than the way you do. I spell energy INNER-G. Inner gratitude. Come on, somebody. Every day I live with freaking gratitude in my heart. Are y'all with me? I am grateful that I get a chance to be alive, that I get a chance to do what I do every single day. Are y'all hearing me? Somebody say, oh yeah. So can we go on a roller coaster ride? Say, let's go. I need you to quickly open up 5 mental file folders. 5. Say 5. Stick your hand out big like this. Say 5. Very good. I want you to open up 5 mental file folders really quickly. I'm going to teach you the 5 things that you need to do if you want to co-create with God and bring into manifestation your dream. Because here's the truth. We got to first, Unity, go from thinking to trying. Come on, somebody. Dreaming to doing. Wanting to walking. Pontification to participation. We've got to get in the game and make this thing happen. Are y'all with me? Somebody say, oh yeah. And the time to do it is now. Next time somebody asks you what time it is, tell them it's now o'clock. Next time somebody asks you, tell them it's now o'clock. All right? Just try it. I like it. Anyway, there's 5 things I want to teach you in the next couple minutes we have. Principle number 1. Are you ready to say, oh yeah? Oh yeah. These 5 principles, I'm going to teach you about you, and I'm going to teach you about me at the same time. And I don't even know you yet. But by the time we're done with this, we're going to be family. Sound good? Say, oh yeah. But I need you to participate. First principle is this. If you want to co-create with God, you must discover your purpose. Point it to the ground, shake your head tonight, say, I got purpose. That was 30% of the room. I need 100% participation. Put your fingers to the ground, shake your head like you had cornbread this time, and say, I got purpose. Very good. Everyone in the room, you got to understand that you were dropped on this earth for a reason and with a reason. You're put here to do more than drink up all the water and suck up all the air and eat up all the food. You're put here to do more than work a job that you hate just to get a paycheck that your expenses have already outgrown. Yes, sir. Most of us have more month at the end of the money. Come on, can I talk to somebody in the room? Are you feeling? And I'm here to tell you that there's more on the agenda for your life than that. Look around this room, y'all. Everything around this incredible edifice has tremendous purpose. Think about the chair you're sitting in. The chair has purpose. The cushion that's on the chair has purpose. The fabric that's on the cushion that's on the chair has purpose. Come on, somebody. The color that's on the fabric that's on the cushion that's on the chair has purpose. So if all that stuff has powerful purpose, how much more powerful is your purpose? Push your neighbor and say, you got purpose. Come on. Push him. Push him. You got tremendous. We just sang a song. We just sang a song that says we're made for more than ordinary. Did y'all remember that? If we just sang it, it's time to live it. You are meant for more than ordinary. Say, I am meant for more than ordinary. Now I need everybody over in Tampa to hear it. Say, I am meant for more than ordinary. Listen, high income does not flow to low energy. I will wait for you. Come on, somebody. If you want to take it to the next level, you got to bring your energy vibration up. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Say, oh yeah. It's time for you to stop being an iPad. I don't know what you mean. I'm glad you asked that question. If it was hot in here and we need to get some air in, and we say, hey, we need some stuff to prop open the window, and you grabbed a nice brand new iPad and you used the iPad to prop up the window, did you complete the assignment of opening the window? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. The goal was to prop up the window. Did you use the iPad for the purpose that it was designed? Absolutely not. And I see so many people live life day in and day out, week in and week out. We come into Monday and we say, I just can't wait till it's Friday. Because we're iPads propping up windows. Take a minute and breathe that in. See, I'm going to use that, right? Right? One of my mentors is a guy by the name of Dr. Miles Monroe, and Dr. Miles Monroe taught me this a long time ago. He said, where purpose is unknown, abuse is inevitable. When we're not clear about our purpose, abuse of our life is inevitable. My friend, I need you to understand that you're put here to do something major, something epic. I know a little bit about purpose. So you're like, Del, what you know about purpose? You're talking up there big and bad like you know about purpose. I'm so glad you asked. I'm literally medically not even supposed to be up here. I am a medical impossibility. Doctors told my mom she would never be able to have kids. Her birth canal was too narrow. My older brother came out and they said, listen, you was lucky. It ain't happening again. My father was told he would never be able to impregnate a woman because my father was shot in the upper back twice fighting for you and I in the Vietnam War. Left on the battlefield for dead. True story. They took my dad and put him in a room full of 600 dead soldiers. The only way they knew he was alive is his eyes were blinking feverishly. And somebody said, grab that one. Grab that one? The dude that had the seed that made this cat? Grab that one? I don't know what happened between my mama and my daddy that night. Come on, somebody. You'll get that one by the time you get to the third red light. All I know, come on, somebody, is I'm grateful for the principle of what, y'all? Speed up, speed up. I'm grateful for what, y'all? Purpose. I'm grateful for the principle of purpose. Because purpose precedes plans. There's a scripture that says this: many are the plans in a man's heart, but it's God's purpose that prevails. Ooh. How many of y'all ever made your own plans and then God decided to override those plans? Come on, somebody, right? Do me a favor, point to the ground and say, I got purpose, I got purpose, I got purpose. That's the first principle. Number two, are you ready? Are you ready to manifest through the power of inspired action? Say yes. The second principle is this: you got tremendous potential. You got tremendous potential. Everybody, I want you to take your hands from your middle of your chest and bring them out real big and say, I got potential. Do that. Very good. This is a great place to take a photo, Chris. Let's try it again, okay? Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Say, I got potential. Yeah, see, the reason why I want you to put your hands out like this is because there's a gap between where you are and where you want to be, right? Let me ask you a question. How many of you all want more in your future than you've had in your past? Say yes. How many want to be more in the future than you've been in the past? Say yes. More money in the future than you've had in the past? Say yes. More joy in the future than you've had in the past? Say yes. Well, if you want more in the future than you've had in the past, if you want to be more in the future than you've been in the past, if you want to do more in the future than you've done in the past, you got to make changes in your present. Your present is the middleman between your past and your future. Yesterday, the past, it's in the tomb of time. It's gone, it's buried, it's never coming back. Tomorrow, the future is in the womb of time. It is yet to travail. Come on, somebody. Today, the present is in the bloom of time. Come on, somebody. We're currently experiencing it. So I got chill bumps all over my body. So we got to use today, come on, somebody, to impact our tomorrow. Are you with me? Say, oh, yeah. That's why they call today the present. Because it's a gift. Chinese proverb: be where your feet are. Breathe that one in. Be where your feet are. Most of us, she just got it right. Yeah, because most of us aren't present. When we're at work, our brain is at home. When we're at home, our brain is at work. Be where your feet are. Woo! You want to explode your potential. Show up where you're supposed to be. Are y'all with me? Somebody say, oh yeah. I learned some powerful lessons about potential. Potential is untapped resources. How many of y'all got business cards on your desk that you ain't called yet? Come on, somebody. Are you with me? Say, oh, yeah. Thank you for the 3 people that are being honest. All right, we'll try it again. How many of y'all have gone to networking functions and you didn't follow up with the people that you met? 2 hands and a foot. Come on, somebody. Hello. We've all done it, right? That's business potential. It's quiet. The number one thing that causes us to not see, I realized I had potential when I was okay. Can I tell you the Joel Osteen story real quick? So Pastor Joel Osteen has told my story in 2 sermons. You don't believe me? Go to YouTube. First sermon is called Tell People What They Can Become. Second sermon is called Barrier Breaker. He was teaching sermons about how people have done extraordinary things after being discounted in their youth. And that's what happened to me. I was discounted. I was labeled an at-risk youth and told that I had no potential. I was able to go from that because of a teacher. Come on, somebody. When we go up to military people, we should shake their hand and say thank you for their service. But when we go up to an educator, we need to hug them and say thank you for your impact. Diane Williams changed my life in 6th grade and taught me about potential. Come on, somebody. She said there's so much more in you and you have potential. Potential is this. She said, as soon as you were dropped on this earth, your potential took off ahead of you. And the whole race of life is about you catching up with yourself, not the Joneses. What? Here's a problem, y'all. Many of us spend money we don't have to buy things we don't need to impress people we really don't even like. I'm gonna say it again. We spend money we don't have, come on somebody, to buy things we don't need to impress people we really don't even like. Because we're trying to keep up with other people instead of keeping up with ourselves. Footnote, every time you compare yourself to other people, you insult God. Because God is the Alpha and the Omega. Come on, somebody. He's the beginning and the end. Come on. He thought about your entire life and gave you everything you need to be ninja and gangster now. Does that make sense? So never try to be anybody else, because the best you can be is second place. Take it right now. My God. Let me say it differently. If 2 of us are the same, 1 of us is unnecessary. That'll hit you on the 3rd red light on the way home. I'm going to say it again. I don't know why that happens, Chris. When I laugh soprano. When I sing bass. I don't know why that happens. If 2 of us are the same, 1 of us is unneeded. Celebrate your uniqueness. Celebrate your Y-O-U-ness. Uniqueness. Spell it however you need to spell it. You get the point. Don't mess up my speech. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, cool. Let me jump to the 3rd principle. You ready? Say, oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, because I realized that I had potential once I met Diane Williams and she changed my life. Man, please. I got my first job at 14. I was bagging groceries at Winn-Dixie, but I didn't call myself a bag boy. I was a package executive. This is the exact vest that I wore when I was 14 years old. The exact one. I was a bag boy at Winn-Dixie. Come on, somebody. I was making $4.75 an hour. That was my wage. But I was making $20 an hour in tips. That was my profit. Come on, somebody. And I called myself a package executive. I need you to understand what it said on my resume. A brother said this on his own resume at age 14. Play with me if you want to. It was my job to secure the safe transfer of purchase items from the store to the client's motor vehicle in such an ergonomic fashion that it would facilitate a repeat visit within 2 weeks. Only Olivia's son would come up with something like that. I was a bad boy! But I called myself a package executive. I would put this on right now, but I'm swole now. You know what I'm saying? I can't fit it because I'm swole. I'm swole now. If you're going to change, have fun changing. Did you catch that? If you're going to make a change in your life, have fun doing it. Can I boil all psychology down for you real quick? Your brain is motivated by 2 forces alone, pain and pleasure. Your brain will do more to avoid something painful than it will to gain something pleasurable. The only reason you procrastinate on anything in life is because in your brain you link up too much pain to it. I came locked and loaded this morning. Can you handle it? Say, oh yeah. I'm trying to tell you, okay, I'm rushing, Chris, I'm rushing. The 3rd principle. Let's rehearse. You dropped on this earth with tremendous what? Everybody, I want 100% participation. Thank you for the 35 people that did it. Can I get 100%? I'm going to throw this microphone, hit you in the forehead, I promise you. Let's try it again. You were dropped on this earth with tremendous what? Very good. As you discover and live out your freaking reason why you were here, you're going to start maximizing your what, y'all? Thank you for the 3 people that did my chest wide open. Can we do it together so I'm the only one feel naked? Come on, let's say potential. As you begin to seize your potential, life is going to hand you some pain. It's funny how when I do this all over the globe, nobody wants to slap themselves on the pain part. You know why that is? In the scripture, when Jesus was about to feed the multitude, we get excited about the fact that he took 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread and fed everybody. But the part we skip over is how he did it. He blessed the food and then he broke it. And we don't like to talk about the brokenness. If you're going to co-create with God, you're going to have to persevere through adversity. I know what it's like to walk around school with that label of being dumb and what that did to me. I know what it's like for my parents to divorce when I was 2 and long for a relationship with my dad, who I was named after, and not have it. I know what it's like to go to college and want to pledge a fraternity, and they didn't accept me because I was too smart, and they wanted me to dummy down to fit in with them. I know what it's like to come out and work for Anderson Consulting, a big consulting firm right there off of 4th Street, downtown St. Pete. Worked there for a year and start building a house in West Chase. Closed on the house. 2 months later, I get laid off from Anderson, and now I got a brand new house that I can't afford. I went from 50 grand to nothing in a day. I was 21 years old with a master's degree from Florida State. I know what it's like to go through divorce. I know what it's like to try to keep my business afloat during a recession. I know what it's like to second guess myself. I know what it's like to be caught between an aging mother who doesn't like your spouse. Talk about those arguments in the car to and from the hospital, to and from the skilled nursing facility, right? Anybody been with pain? Anybody in this room ever dealt with pain? I'm not talking about stub your toe kind of pain. I'm talking about embarrassing pain, hard pain. Are y'all with me? Somebody say, oh yeah. If you're going to co-create with God, you got to understand something powerful. Everything you go through is street credibility. I wrote a book, it's out there at the table, called Thriving Through Your Storms. In Thriving, I talk about this very thing. Everything you go through is a life lesson. If you learn one thing from it, it's a life lesson. People say in life, either you win or you lose. That's garbage psychology. Get rid of it. You don't win or lose. How many of y'all have ever lost anything in life? Throw your hands up. You've lost time, money, friendships, relationship. Right. Let me ask you a question. A day later, a week later, a month later, a year later, did you learn anything from the thing you lost? Yes, you did. So the truth is, in life, you don't either win or lose. The truth is, in life, either you win or you learn. What? So if I adopt a psychology that says either I win or I learn, I have no fear. Come on, somebody. I'm not afraid to try anything, because either I'm going to win, come on, somebody, or I'm going to what? Or I'm going to learn. And none of us in this room are afraid of learning, and none of us should be afraid of winning. It's a double positive psychology. It'll change your entire conversation, and it'll get you out of pain faster. She's like, everybody's like, I'm going to let Delatorro slap his darn self. I'm not doing that to me. The fastest thing that's going to pull you out of pain is the 4th principle. You've got to pursue with reckless abandonment your passion. Can everybody in this room take your hand, put it over your heart? We know this. When you were born, your heart developed before your brain. When you got to make a tough decision, I need you to consult your heart. Come on, somebody. Not your head. Your brain is only your friend if you train it. Can anybody else not? I mean, I can't even take how sick this stuff is. Ah! I'm going to say it again. Your brain is only your friend if you what? Your brain was created to keep you alive, not to make you successful. You must train your brain. Condition it for success. Does that make sense? Let me say it differently since you didn't get that one. You don't have to plant seeds to grow weeds. Chris, I can go home. They can't even take it. Come on, somebody. Natasha, I can drop the mic. Did you catch that, Richard? You don't have to plant. Kimberly, you ain't got to plant seeds to grow weeds. Negativity comes automatically. But you got to plant a seed if you want a crop. You got to plant a seed if you want a harvest. You got to plant a seed if you want a dream. So you got to train your brain, because your brain thinks you're 5 years old. You know how old you are emotionally when you argue with somebody you care about? 7. Psychologists and therapists agree that when you're arguing with someone that you love or care about, your emotional age is 7. I'm all in your backyard. Come on, somebody. Are you with me? Say, oh, yeah. I'm telling you, y'all need to come back at 2 o'clock, and you must be at full throttle. If you're enjoying this stuff, this is 4 days of this ninjaness, right? It's crazy. Anyway, you've got to pursue with reckless abandonment your passion. The truth is, can I help you with life? Somebody say, oh, yeah. At the end of your life, they're going to sum up your life with one word. One word. And that's whatever your primary passion was. Somebody say, I got passion. Say it louder. Say, I got passion. Slow down the word. I have pass-I on. Your passion is how you pass yourself on to other people. Your primary passion, my God, your primary passion is how you pass your soul's agenda on to humanity. Come on, somebody. Your passion is the fulfillment of your soul's agenda and passing it on to the next generation. That's your passion. And you need to sum it up in one word. And here's what your career should be. You should be getting paid to live out your passion. I can say it better. I want you to make a difference and a dollar at the same time. I need you to shove your neighbor. Shove your neighbor. And say, you were meant to make a difference and a dollar at the same time. Whoever told you, watch this. I'm going to correct some psychology up in here real quick. Whoever told you, listen to me, Unity, listen to me. It's your boy. Trust your boy. I got you. Whoever told you that you had to work a job, a just over broke. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me. USA Today already told on you. Most companies pay employees just enough so that they don't quit. Most employees work hard enough for employers not to get fired. So everybody's barely doing enough. You are supposed to, watch this. Here's some garbage psychology that's out there about your passion. Oh, pursue your passion and the money will follow. That's garbage. Because if you're not good at your passion, ain't nobody paying you jack. The truth is, you got to master your passion. You got to get watch this. You've got to get, I wish y'all could understand the download that he's giving me, and I'm trying to give it to y'all the way he's giving it to me. I was texting Michael Beckwith this morning, Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith, and he said, man, give him heaven this morning. That's what he told me to tell y'all. He said, I love y'all, and Delatorro, give him heaven. Come on, somebody. Am I giving you good stuff? That's my dude. Love you, bro. I need y'all to understand something. You were meant for bigger than what you're doing right now. You are supposed to be, watch this, you're supposed to be paid to live out your passion. So figure out what the heck it is. It's one thing. It ain't 6 things. It's one thing. Oprah came out with TV for 35 years every day. That was the trunk. From there, she branched out. She didn't have a magazine first. She didn't have a studio first. Come on, somebody. She had a show. What's the one thing you're willing to be consistent with for 15, 10, 20 years? Scripture says, ye shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of living water. I've never seen a tree right there at the back. Come on. I've never seen a tree come out of the ground with multiple trunks. What is the one thing that you're willing to master? And if this is bothering you, it should. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a peak performance expert. And I'm here to shift the results you're getting in your life and in your income. Not if come, income. It's quiet. Come on, somebody. Are y'all with me up in here? Final principle. Final principle. Final principle. And I'm going to get a mic back. Chris, I know I see you looking at my eyeballs. No, that's my dude, man. I honor you, man. You are the most incredible floor director I've ever met in my life. Seriously. Final principle. Before we go home, we got to do something. Every single one of us have to unleash our final P. The fifth principle. If we're going to co-create with God, I understand we got tremendous what, y'all? No, what's this one? Do it with your body and you'll remember. Let's try it. We got tremendous what? Purpose. And you're going to start developing your what? And life's going to hand you some what? But you got to start pursuing your what? As you do that, you will begin to unleash your power. Yeah, your power. So the music that you're listening to right now, this is about to be so freaking powerful, I can't even hold the mic. The music you're listening to right now is the music of the Transformers when the Autobots were ascending onto Earth. Every one of you in this room are superheroes and super-sheroes for the work that you do in the lives of other people. But as superheroes and super-sheroes, we get tired, we get weary sometimes. So we're about to power up. So we're about to reach up towards heaven together, and we're going to pull some stuff down. And every time we pull it down, we're going to land it on our chest, and we're going to scream yes. Does that sound good? All right, everybody stand up, everybody stand up, everybody stand up, everybody stand up, everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Jakar, come get this from behind. Come get this from behind. I want you to reach up right now and pull down fresh love and say yes. Reach up right now and pull down brand new joy and say yes. Reach up right now and get some brand new forgiveness and say yes. Reach up right now and get some powerful brand new banking clients and say yes. Reach up and get forgiveness for the people that have hurt you and say yes. Reach up and get some brand new self-esteem and confidence and say yes. Get some brand new hustle and some brand new swag and some brand new ninjaness and say yes. Reach up and get multiple streams of income and say yes. Reach up and get creativity and say yes. Reach up one more time and get some brand new collaboration and teamwork as never before and say yes. 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 Yes! I want you to do me a favor. I want you to freeze right where you're at. I want you to put your hand over both hands over your heart. Breathe this in, Unity. Come on. Breathe this in. You are a transformer. You are meant to co-create with God and take inspired action every single day. Life is a tennis match. God does his or her part. Those that are in your court, you got to do your part. It's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful dance when you co-create with God. Next time you are feeling down and you're having a challenging day, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to leave wherever you're at. I want you to go to the nearest bathroom. I want you to take your phone with you. I want you to go to YouTube. I want you to type in Autobot Arrival. And this music is going to come back on. This music is going to come on. And I want you to begin to start reaching up for whatever you need and downloading it right here. Are you with me? Yes. You are a superhero. You are a super-shero. Know that and live from that place daily, and you will co-create with God. And you will take divinely inspired action. If you're not getting the results you want in life, it's only for one of 5 reasons. You're not in your purpose. Figure out what it is that you're supposed to do. You're not listening. That's right. Get in your purpose. Develop all the gifts and talents that are in you. That's your potential. If you're in pain, get out of your story. Because the only thing that watch this, listen to me. Listen to your boy. I promise you I'm not going to steer you wrong. I promise you. The only reason why you stay in pain too long is because you've built a story around it. And that story makes you a victim. We live in Florida. I'm going to say this. I'm going to drop the mic. I'm going to go home. Are you ready? Watch this. It can't rain all the time. Has anybody in this room ever been, it was raining so hard and you was like, oh my God, this is horrible. And guess what happened? It stopped. It can't rain all the time. The sun is coming out again in your situation. The sun is coming out in your relationship. Come on, somebody. The sun is coming out in your finances. Unity Church, I love you guys. God bless you. Co-create with God and manifest your dreams. I'll meet you in the lobby. I'll see you in July. God bless you. God keep you.